Welcome back to the Thursday Night Thoughts podcast. This is season 3, episode 10.
Tell it season 3. If everyone's like paying attention, you can tell it's season 3.
Yeah, exactly. If you're you can listen to this podcast anywhere where you can listen to podcasts. Our podcast is available everywhere. We got the homie CJ.
What's up? I even sound better. So I dig this.
Terrell might be joining us later. Carson's working on a final project. Let's give a shout out to Carson and encourage him to keep working.
As long as he feels like that final project's good, because like final projects suck as a group.
So Terrell, CJ just made me laugh earlier, so I just need to take a quick drink. That was funny. I'm not gonna lie to you. That was hilarious, but alright, so full disclaimer, our opinions about anything is purely ours.
Don't take nothing too serious.
Don't take anything too serious or the wrong way or any of that sort.
Because I'm not gonna.
That's a full disclaimer.
I'm not gonna take it serious, and I know Carson's not gonna take it serious. So don't take anything we say seriously, because we're not.
We're not. I mean, some things. Read between the lines. Yeah. But anyways, so let's start this off real quick. So we just want to say rest in peace to James Earl Jones, the voice of Darth Vader and Mufasa from The Lion King. He was in one episode of Big Bang Theory.
Also,
that was
the
really
angry
cool.
grandfather from Go Drinking Switch. That's cool.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Peter Renaday. He was the voice of the OG Master Splinter from the 1980s cartoon. And we like to say rest in peace to Emi Shinshara.
I do apologize.
She was the Japanese voice actress for Kushina in Sailor Jupiter from Naruto and Sailor Moon.
And we do apologize if you messed it up. We aren't fluent in Japanese.
Yeah. But I'd like to say that their voices were super impactful in our, in our lives growing up. And I hope that they're happier wherever they're at.
Yeah. It is
ironic. James Earl Jones already gave his rights to Disney to use Darth Vader's voice using AI.
Which will be a conversation though, because also like. I don't think that it was passed, like the SGA. I don't think it was passed, but they want it for like AI rights, so that'll be a conversation. But
of course, yeah. All right, let's get started. So, like I said before last week, we're gonna record the podcast every other week. So. We got a lot of stuff to cover. It's really great. CJ, recommendations of the week. Do you have anything?
I do, but it's not a normal recommendation. It's a TV show. I just finished it. But it's more of a rom-com, but it's a TV show for teenagers, I assume. But the show is I think it's Alex and Katie, something like that.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, it's new, but not new.
Terrell said he'll be joining here in a second.
Oh, that's what's up.
So, I know, right? So I'm gonna send him a quick little link. Excuse me.
And everyone that's looking behind me, I do apologize. I do have to make that up. I do have to make that distinction because I'm not usually here at this time. But life happens.
Life happens. But man, we got a lot to cover. But is there anything you want to bring up?
Not necessarily, because I think you're going to bring most of the stuff up that I'm thinking about. You're going to bring up, so I'm okay.
Okay. How about we get started with some small stuff before Terrell gets here, because I know there's some stuff he probably doesn't care about or doesn't know.
Let's get it. Let's see.
Okay, so CJ, me and you talked about this before. Mm-hmm. So people are now finally getting their Tesla Cybertruck after a 5-year waiting period.
Mm-hmm.
We're starting to see them more on the streets. We're starting to see more videos about them. Has your opinion changed, or is it still the same, saying it's an ugly piece of metal?
No, it's probably the opposite. Like, I hate it. I still hate it now.
Right.
And they're not. They don't look durable. And apparently some guy, I don't know how he did it, but he took the Tesla for a desert run and apparently popped his axle, which I don't know how that works. The tires are too expensive, but
You remember our friend Daniel?
yeah,
His axle broke on his car.
yeah, but see, it's still probably cheaper, right? Because the estimates that we're hearing that this guy's paying is like $50,000 for like one axle, and I'm just like, that's insane.
That is insane. Like, I saw one today. My dad and I saw one today. We both said it's an ugly, like, piece of crap. Because it really is, dude. It doesn't look cool. Like, I'm sure it's made for somebody. It's not made for me. I don't think it's realistic, but also like a 5 to 6 year waiting period is kind of excessive.
Okay, I'll say this: the 5 to 6 year waiting period isn't excessive because some cars do that. Like, some people pre-ordered a 2024 car in 2018, which I don't think is excessive. But if you like brand new, cool. The concept of the car sounded great. What we're finding out is it's not bulletproof. You see, like, we're learning certain things about the car in itself, in which it's not as cool as it sounded as a concept.
Exactly. But I mean, what I'm gonna say is, for the people who really wanted it and got it, I'm happy for you. You know,
For you, like, I don't like. I know, I mean, it's not.
I say I'm happy for you because we all know that feeling of waiting for something for a very long time and you finally get it in your hands. It must feel so rewarding to them.
And I'll say I'm not happy for you, and the reason I'm not is because apparently you can't back up with the car. Like, if you let it down, you can't see out the back, which I think is, if you can't use the trunk, it's not worth it. Like, I think you were promised something, you definitely didn't get it. So I mean,
Yeah, exactly, dude. But what I do see is that, like, people are putting their own wraps on them and stuff.
well, you have to because they're saying that the metal is like breaking, which
Yeah, but also Tesla always had this problem with all their cars. You can't take your car to like a regular car wash. You have to get it like hand wash your car
that's absurd.
because whatever cloth they use for you to like go to the car wash with is scratching up the paint.
Oh, see, we had two different ideas. I was thinking that the water was the issue.
No, it's whatever you like dry off the car with.
Well, I would say this because I know the person that washes my car when I do it occasionally. You can just hand them the rag if you need a specific rag for your Tesla. I assume that is it.
I assume.
People.
All right. All right. So CJ, another thing me and you could talk about. It popped up on my score ticker thing the other day. The next NHL draft will take place in Switzerland. That's pretty neat.
I think that's like what the second time that's not been American based, which I mean, I get. You draw bigger audiences.
I mean, hockey season starts next month.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
If everything's
CJ's excited too.
If everything,
you gotta get yourself your jersey before all the Adidas ones get sold out.
We'll see. Adidas.
I don't think the Fanatics ones are even on sale yet.
I don't think they will. I think they're probably still in discussions because I don't. Now this is
they're gonna come on sale, but we don't know when.
I'm just saying.
I'm not picking one up.
I haven't heard any positive feedback about those jerseys.
Dude,
So I don't
they
know.
still do promotions for those jerseys. Like if you look at like any hockey team, it's those ugly looking Fanatics jerseys, dude.
That's one thing. I'm not necessarily sure if they're going to keep them because I haven't heard any positive reviews on them. The players even hate them. So I don't know if you're going to have like a positive jersey to it.
No, I don't know. Like I say that because they don't. When you look at the promotions, like of them like wearing their jerseys, they don't look happy.
That's what I'm saying. If the players don't look happy, then how can I be happy in the jersey? And so I don't know if they go back to the drawing board with the season.
Are you gonna pick a Fanatics one up?
I don't like. I shouldn't say that. I don't. I don't like the way Fanatics does some of their jerseys. That's probably a
No,
better way of
exactly.
putting it.
Because my friend Gigi and I, we was talking about like New York City, and I was like, yeah, there's an NHL store in there over there, but I definitely wouldn't go in it. And she's like, why? I was like, well, Fanatics owns everything now. I don't like their stuff.
That's true. A lot of people. I'll say this: if you like
If you
Fanatics stuff,
if you talking about before the announcement, I would have been like, yeah, I definitely want to go.
if you like Fanatics stuff,
But
if you
no.
have a weird taste in like in material, I want to say it's the material.
Yeah, it is the material.
I don't like the material, so I think it's more not like
I don't
material.
like the material, dude.
And
like my question is, CJ, hypothetically, because I'm pretty sure you're probably gonna get one. You're probably gonna get one because the way how you're talking right now.
Yeah.
If you do get one, would you do a review for it on the podcast?
I don't know because I will say this, and it'll happen when I review this microphone. I'm gonna be brutal, and I don't know.
CJ does not hold back.
If we want hockey teams to support us in what we do, I don't necessarily know if that's going to be a good idea for me to just blast this jersey.
You think a hockey team would want to support this podcast?
You never know. I think I currently still have an energy drink company, so you never know. And I might have another one, but you never know. So I don't want to blast.
Yeah, but they would want you to be honest.
Yeah, but I don't know if they're going to want me to be extremely honest about it.
True. Okay. I mean, if Terrell comes in, we'll just touch back on some of these things. So, I was watching like one of the new episodes of Total Drama Island, and there's a funny fun fact.
Same episode as that episode. It's like,
you're watching the new one too?
Yeah, I'm slowly getting back into it, but I think it's like
okay.
It's episode 3. I don't know if it's the way that it looks or that it's the way that they have Chris speaking.
No, but you know Chris is replaced by the guy who does the voice of Jonesy on 16. But that's not what I was going to talk about. It's a later episode because I'm like halfway through. So check this out, CJ, because I had to write this down as I was watching it. So fun fact: about Total Drama Island, if a contestant willingly votes themselves off, they owe Chris $1 million.
I mean,
it said it in the contract.
I mean, like you're winning $1 million, and so in theory, do you want to? Yeah. Well, I mean, if you stay that long, right? Like I can get myself kicked off.
If you stay that long.
Yeah.
Yeah. So isn't that weird?
Oh no, I figured it was something.
If you think back on other episodes, there were people that definitely wanted it out of that island.
But I think that was my assumption. My assumption was that it was a big lump sum because like you would put people in their fears and they wouldn't leave. I'd just be like, oh, okay. If that's your fear, I'm gone. You know? For example, if I fear snakes and you put me in a pit full of snakes, I'm not doing that. I'm gonna just leave. And some of these contestants seem to stay even in the old show. So I mean,
well, Season 1, Cody got attacked by a bear
Yeah, and he didn't leave. He decided to
and
stay.
lived.
But he decided to stay.
No, he got voted off that episode because he was in a wheelchair.
Yeah, but he didn't like get up and get that wheelchair and just decide to leave the island. He was kicked off. So,
Izzy didn't get voted out. She just FBI wanted her.
yeah, but but like that's what I'm saying. Like the FBI wouldn't come get her, which is interesting because I thought as the FBI you had clearance to get whoever you wanted. Considering this is an assumption, but I think it's the U.S. I think it's a U.S. island. So why can't I get them? Yeah, it was always weird to me.
It's always weird. It's always weird. All right. But yeah, so what do you think, bro? That's kind of weird, right? Like, if you willingly vote yourself off, you have to owe Chris $1 million.
I mean, that's an incentive not to vote yourself off, which is crazy to think about.
I would do whatever I could to be the most annoying person to get off that island, bro.
I think at some point you don't want to be on the show.
I'd rather be voted off than willingly leave at that point.
Yeah. Or at some
at that point.
At winning $1 million, just take it.
Oh snap, dude! Preseason game starts in 10 days for hockey. It just came up on my thing.
Yeah, it should be. Yeah. No, I was thinking 12.
No, it's 10. Oh shoot, it's Terrell. Do you want us to give you a minute, or you just want to start talking?
I can start talking, but my internet might drop.
Yeah. So, do you have a recommendation of the week? Because I definitely don't have it. Right, don't worry. What's your recommendation of the week, Terrell? Oh shoot, he just muted himself. All right, he'll be back in a second. But yeah, CJ, you were right. That's the incentive. Also, I don't know about basketball, but it looks like there's a game coming on in 20 days. NBA. But yeah, dude. So like, are you familiar with the show Frasier?
Yeah.
It's coming back. I'm not familiar with the show. I've never seen it.
You've never seen it?
Back, sorry.
What's up, Terrell? How you doing today, man? I hope you're quitting the cigarettes. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
No. Well, okay, like my friends who had no brakes, so I need to get that needed to get fixed. So,
wait, what?
Man, one of our friends that don't have a brake. Yeah.
So,
I had to drop and fix it.
Why did you
yeah, CJ. One time, me and Terrell wanted to hang out with one of our friends, and as we pulled away from the campus, he said, "Oh, fun fact, my brakes don't work completely."
No. So my question is, why were you driving? Why were you driving?
I don't know why. I don't know why he did what he did, but Terrell and I made it to and from back safe.
I'm not getting it.
Terrell and I made it to and from safely.
I don't know why you were driving a car with no brakes.
It wasn't me, it was him.
No, I'm saying I don't know why he was currently driving one without any brakes. But I mean,
don't know.
But my recommendation, I haven't started yet. My recommendation for the week is English Teacher that's on Hulu.
Yeah, I wanted to check that out. Is it good?
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good. Okay.
Yeah, it's
What's it about? So what is it about, bro?
I watched the first episode so far. So basically, someone reported him for I forgot what he was reporting. I guess he's trying to talk to an underage girl, and he was basically about to get fired from it. So not
oh, they were serious about that. I thought they were joking.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Well, I'm not as excited to watch it.
And he was trying to find a job, be the teacher somewhere else. That's where I'm at on the first episode.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, Terrell, we got started by saying rest in peace to James Earl Jones, Peter Redaday, and Emi Shinohara. As you know, voice of Darth Vader, and then OG voice of Master Splinter, and she was the Japanese actress for Kushina from Naruto and Sailor Jupiter from Sailor Moon. Do you have any words about that?
I do remember her making me cry when Kushina came on the episode, so I had a lot of respect for her. Rest in peace. Rest in peace to her. Rest in peace to my favorite Darth Vader.
The only Darth Vader.
Yeah.
And what about Master Splinter, the OG Master Splinter from the 90s, from the 80s?
Oh, from the cartoon?
Yeah, say no to drugs, say yes to pizza.
I didn't even know he died too. Well,
yeah, that happened yesterday.
I didn't even know. My bad.
We're not. That's not funny. I'm
but
sorry.
It's the truth.
No, we're not. All right, so lightning round. So Terrell, we only talked about 3 things so far. So how do you feel about people finally getting their hands on their Cybertruck after a 5-year wait?
About time. We got where we at. There's people that have some Cybertrucks right now.
What do you think? Do you think it's just an ugly hunk of metal, or do you just think like it's actually like kind of sweet?
It looks like something a Spy Kid would drive, or one of those would drive.
Yeah, I saw one. My dad and I saw one today. I was like, that's. My dad was like, that is ugly. I said, yeah, it kind of is. But I just like to say, whoever wanted it, I'm glad you got it. It's not made for us.
I stand by.
I mean, which car made it? Elon Musk, didn't he made it?
Yeah, but it's kind of ugly.
You can't.
So we're not one of his best favorite.
You can't back up in the car, which I don't understand that concept.
No. Hey Terrell, do you remember that show I used to watch when we were roommates, Total Drama Island?
Yeah.
So you know how like each episode somebody gets voted off the island?
Yeah.
So fun fact, and they kind of revealed this in one of the newer episodes of the new season. If a contestant willingly votes themselves off, they owe Chris $1 million. So if you willingly vote yourself off the show, you have to pony up $1 million, bro. Isn't that funny?
Which is interesting.
I would have done
because I don't know when that hasn't been.
It said it in the contract.
Yeah, but I don't know anybody that had $1 million going into it.
Yeah, like all these kids are like 16, 17. Who do you know that's like 17 with $1 million?
Which is still an ethical bit.
That's so funny. Terrell, I don't know if you care, but the next NHL draft will take place in Switzerland. And you muted yourself.
What'd you say?
The next NHL draft will be in Switzerland. How do you feel?
I mean, I saw they starting to become more global like the NFL. They're starting to do more stuff overseas now. So
yeah, because you're expecting the Eagles game to take place in Brazil.
That took place last week.
I'm sorry.
But is that
was it good?
Oh yeah, it was good. It was slippery because it was a soccer field they played on. So a win is a win.
But is that
a win is a win?
But is that because of like the tax implications, or?
I just think they did it for fun, bro.
Yeah.
There was a lot of controversy though about using the color green, but
we wore black and white, so we were good.
Yeah.
Exactly. Terrell, are you familiar with the show Frasier from back in the day?
No.
Well, it's making a comeback. It's like a sitcom show, like it's a sitcom show like
Columbo?
No, what was that?
Murder's All She Wrote?
No. I was thinking about the one with I forgot his name.
Is he American?
Yeah.
No.
I got the Seinfeld show. Seinfeld.
Yeah. Well, it was kind of like
it's a sitcom. It's a sitcom like Seinfeld. I had to do a quick little Google search. But yeah, it's making a comeback.
I don't know why.
But, all right. So let's get to like the weird stuff, right? So Terrell already muted himself. It's okay though. Great. So, guys, let's talk about this real quick. So, Drake Bell wants to do a Drake and Josh reboot.
You know what? Everyone else go first before me, because I have some
See,
opinions.
hey, Terrell, do you want to go first about this?
Opinions on this.
I have opinions on this too, but Terrell muted himself.
Because
Terrell,
you don't want to go. I will go, but I do want to preface this by saying I will get us canceled.
All right, Terrell, do you want to go first?
That way.
So, Drake Bell wants to do a Drake and Josh reboot. How do you feel?
Okay.
I said, Drake Bell wants to do a Drake and Josh reboot. How do you feel?
Indifferent after. I don't know how I feel about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will go next. I'll go next, right? So here's what I gotta say about this. One, after the whole quiet on set thing, why would you come back to the show that, you were, inappropriately touched on? Like,
I mean-
that's kind of weird.
Was Dan Schneider's not do anything to it?
I mean, you're right, but like, I would, that would be such a horrible repressed memory that I would just shove so deep down. Like he was, because he kept talking about how much he was assaulted and all that stuff on the set of that show, and you want to come back from that. But also, he's in talks with Josh again. Apparently, they didn't want to they were on no talking terms for a very hot minute.
Well, the reason they were was because he had allegations against him of talking to underage girls, which
Of course.
I can understand.
But see, like, obviously, what we say, it's inexcusable. But at the same time, that girl snuck into an 18-plus club, and with a fake ID. So it's not entirely Drake's fault.
No, I get what you're saying.
It was never Drake's fault.
I don't know about that.
All right, so say your opinion on the Drake and Josh reboot, then, CJ.
Can y'all hear me?
I'm pretty sure you said the same thing I was going to say.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, great. Let me put it like this. If I was getting molested on a TV show, there's no amount of money that would make me go back to it. And I love money, don't get me wrong, but I don't see a TV show where I'm like, I was molested. I just couldn't do it.
Exactly. But he's probably doing it for a producer credit or like something.
Listen,
something.
All I'm saying is you don't get Cosgrove, you don't get Josh, you don't get a lot of these people because they made more money without the show.
The Drake show.
No one's watching that though. That's the thing.
No. But I mean, how about we just brainstorm for a second, right?
Mhm.
Like, where do we see Drake and Josh? Like, what, 20 years later? Almost 20 years. When did it end? 06 or 07?
I think it's original. It was 06, but I think they did a Christmas episode or something.
We don't count that because that was a Christmas movie. Let me do a quick search.
They're saying 2004, which is interesting. That's what I thought.
It ended at
2007. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Oh, so I was right. 07?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So, almost 20 years, dude. Almost 20 years. So, where do I stand on that, right? So, no, that's not what I mean. Where do we think we see Drake and Josh almost 20 years later, right? I would like to say what?
Aren't they not talking to each other?
They are.
No, they're talking to each other again.
Okay. I thought I must have missed something.
They weren't.
No, because at first, Drake was really disrespectful to Josh's wife, and I think they patched that up.
Well, that was part of it. The reason they stopped talking had like a bunch of like details to it, which I assume you patched up.
Yeah.
but I don't want to speak for
But hey, yeah, anyone can patch up.
No, I don't know about that. I don't know.
No, I don't know about that either. Never mind.
About that.
But anyways, where do we think we see Drake and Josh 20 years later? I could have just assumed that Josh has a wife, a kid, a good stable job as like a teacher or something. Like he really liked he really liked teaching. He was really smart, or he could be like super like big in finance. I could see Drake as a. This might be really really messed up to say, but I could see Drake as the divorced stepdad of some kind.
If he had did this before the iCarly reboot, I think it could have changed. But Josh was still
okay. So let me ask you this, CJ: where do you see Drake and Josh 20 years later? Is it like more of like what I'm thinking, or you see something different?
I just don't know how you play it, right? Because
what do you mean?
In the iCarly reboot, Josh is still her manager.
I forgot about that.
And Carly's
well, different show, different universe, dude.
Not entirely.
Not entirely, no.
So sometimes I don't know, because Crazy Steve would have to come back, and so we run into a situation where
okay. Outside of all that, CJ, like where do you see Drake and Josh 20 years later?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know because it messes up the timeline.
Okay. Terrell, what do you think?
About what?
Where do you see Drake and Josh's characters like 20 years later?
What they're gonna be? Drake's gonna be a married. No, Josh. I can see Josh being married, having a family, but Drake still being a player, probably working at a strip club or something like that.
No, so I was thinking Drake would be like a divorced like stepdad or some kind.
So like Charlie Sheen.
Yeah. What about Megan?
That's what I'm.
Successful businesswoman.
Boobs.
But like,
I see Megan as the most Elon Musk type businesswoman, bro. Like,
but how is that different?
110%.
But how is that going to be different? Because we run into a situation of
well, she's not a kid anymore, so she's not doing pranks.
No, but we run into the same conversation of who's her manager.
All right, who knows? All right, so I'm just gonna go in chronological order at this point because I was just scattering around. So, in recent events, yesterday, the PlayStation 5 Pro got announced. It is no different than the PS5s we have now.
Well, different than mine.
Wait, did I say PS4 Pro or did I say PS5 Pro?
But I could be.
Okay, I'm just making sure. Okay, so PS5 Pro got announced yesterday. They showed us some specs, they showed us some numbers. It don't look no different than what we have right now.
I don't know about them, but it's different from me because they said the Pro doesn't try it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's $700, dude, for what? It doesn't seem like a substantial upgrade.
Well, they're saying that it doesn't have a tray, which I mean...
PS6 can cost $1,000.
I hope not, because that'll be the one console I don't get. Listen.
Yeah, but at the time they weren't available.
Majority. That's a small majority. But you bought it 3 times. If I'm buying
but you got one for your dad, then you got another one for a party and one for yourself.
Yeah, if I'm buying one for $1,000,
so you don't count.
A car.
No, dude. Like I don't see the appeal, right? Like it don't look like a substantial upgrade.
Well, it depends on what it is for you, right? Because people are saying that I would get it because it doesn't have a tray, which is stupid because you could have PS5 without a tray.
Yeah, but if you want to add a tray, it adds another $80.
But that's what I'm saying. If you don't want a tray and you have a 5 with a tray, sure. But I don't know if you want a tray is going to make you pay $200 more. I mean, or $280.
Yeah, I don't think so, man. It's not something I want. There are better things to spend money on.
If I don't.
But if you, the audience listener, if you're interested in a PS5 Pro, go for it.
If I don't have a 5, I might.
Pre-orders go live in 2 weeks.
If you don't have a 5, sure. But like,
if you don't have a 5 by now, you might as well just wait for a 6.
No, but I'm just saying if I don't have a 5 and the Pro's easier to get, just get the Pro. But like,
Not,
if I
but
got
dude,
a
a
5,
PS5 is readily available right now.
well, somewhat. If you live somewhere where there's nothing, then it's not really. So that's what I'm just saying. Like, if you can get to the Pro and you can't get to the normal 5, yeah, go right ahead. But if you
All
got a
right.
5, I wouldn't.
All right. To continue. Some GameStops are turning into retro GameStops. Do you guys know what that means?
They're selling older games.
Yeah, so they're only going to sell games from like NES up to PS3.
That makes me feel old.
So,
Yeah,
no, you said it right. Emulator. We do not condone piracy.
they don't. My hard drive
Okay.
otherwise.
Okay. Don't say that. But yeah, so only select GameStops are retro GameStops, but you know, they've done this before. It failed. I don't know what they're trying to do.
Well, GameStop as a company is still falling.
Yeah, as a ex GameStop employee, I've definitely had my fair share of trading in retro games. But no one ever asked what the protocol was. From our perspective, right? So let's just say CJ comes in with a stack of NES and N64 games.
No.
At the time of 2018, right? They were worth a little bit more than what you think. Below less than what people are going for on eBay. So the idea was they'd be worth a little more than what you think, but a little bit less than where eBay says. But the protocol was that CJ would walk into a GameStop with a full stack of like N64 Super Nintendo games. We scan them in the computer, we give him his trade-in. CJ leaves and he goes about his business. What we had to do as employees, we couldn't just put it on the shelf. We had to put them in a box and send them to the warehouse for people to buy those games online. But now they can just go straight to the shelf.
I think we walked in there for a crash game. It was like, you don't need to order it online, but we visit the store. So yeah, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, okay. I was making sure I had something to talk about later. So yeah, Terrell, any thoughts about the retro GameStop? We don't condone piracy.
Cheaper option.
All right, so Terrell, what do you think, bro? There's going to be a new Jurassic Park movie.
What?
I swear, if you said you've never seen a Jurassic Park movie, bro. Okay, great. Hey, I had to ask because you said you'd never seen Indiana Jones.
Okay. But that's understandable.
But yeah, so there's gonna be a new Jurassic Park movie in the works, and one actress always wanted to be in a Jurassic Park movie, finally gets it.
Who?
It was her favorite movie when she was a kid, and she finally gets her chance. So I'm really happy for her.
Who is it?
Scarlett Johansson. Yeah, the cast list is weird, dude. So Mahershala Ali is gonna be in it, and like, you know, I had the same reaction as whenever Terrell and I went to go see The Fall Guy. It's like whenever I leaned over to Terrell, I was like, "What is Jason Momoa doing here?" But you know, so Jurassic Park is coming out next year. Oh, it's called Jurassic World Rebirth. So it takes place after Jurassic World Dominion. Don't watch it. It wasn't that good.
Well,
No, don't watch Jurassic World Dominion. That was the bad one. It wasn't good.
well, yeah, but I'm just saying, if you want context for the newer movie, you might watch it. Just watch it from the comfort of your home.
The only name I recognize on here is Scarlett Johansson and Mahershala Ali.
Lord,
I've never heard of any of these other people.
you're not. You don't even have to worry about it. Most of these people.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I would have, if it mattered, I would have shared the screen.
While I think, okay, I'll put it like this. While I think Bailey's a good actor, he's casted in too many romance movies. For if you don't care about romance movies,
Did you just look up the cast?
Yeah, I know most of the guys.
Oh, okay.
But the thing is, I think what was it? The last thing he was what, in Bridgerton? Yeah.
I don't know.
It's an odd choice, but I mean.
So, all right, there's another movie I wanted to talk about that had a lot of controversy in the last 2-ish years. So we finally got the trailer to the new Snow White movie. It got 1 million dislikes on YouTube. If you guys remember, this is the one where we're gonna get a Latina Snow White. That's not what that's part of the issue. Being, in the story it says that her skin is white as snow, Snow White, blah blah blah. Fantastic. And they're not casting, how do you put it? They're not people. No, they're not casting little people for the roles of the dwarfs. It's just a dude that's CGI'd. I just think that's horrible. They did the same thing with Wonka. Literally just get someone that size because, they want to feel represented, Why did your audio get turned down? Oh, okay.
But the issue is that some people didn't like that dwarf was being used as a word, and some people didn't like little people, so they were just like CGI, and I think that's probably the better option. I won't go see it, so I don't know.
You are gonna go see it?
Probably won't. Never seen a Snow White movie.
Okay. I thought you was gonna say he was gonna go see it. Terrell, what are your thoughts? Terrell, what are your thoughts, dude, on the new Snow White movie coming out? Yeah, but there's a lot of controversy, casting a Latina as a woman that in the story they say her skin is white as snow. That's a problem for another day.
It's also because they said that.
Terrell, are you home yet, or are you just walking around? Are you getting food right now?
Yep.
He's probably okay.
That's the water machine.
Don't know, or something. CJ, me and you are excited about this. Warner Brothers plan to release multiple Looney Tunes projects are in the works.
I'm just interested because that doesn't work.
I need to take an allergy pill later.
I really just want to see how this works because I don't know how you do a Looney Tunes product. So I mean, it'll be
Space Jam 3. I'm kidding.
I mean,
no Space Jam 3,
but a lot of people don't like Space Jams, so it's interesting.
Now, did you know? Did you know there was going to be a skateboard version of Space Jam?
Yeah, I'd watch that.
Guess who was the lead?
Shaun White, please. It's just
no.
But Tony Hawk? Are we talking?
Yeah.
See, I'd watch that. I don't care much for LeBron, so.
You know why it didn't happen?
Why?
Because Looney Tunes Back in Action bombed in the box office.
Well, if you had told me that was the result, I would have saw it. because
I like Looney Tunes back in action. That was so good.
I mean, I was like looking forward to it, but like I missed it. I forgot that it came out.
I hope I can finish wrapping up before the sun goes down because I don't want it to get dark. So we're just gonna hurry up for a bit. So Capri Suns are switching from pouches to bottles.
No, either.
Yeah, me either. Either the bottle's gonna have like be a little bit bigger, so it's the same, so it's like more than the pouch, or like something. I just think it's
I
weird.
think I know why they did it, but I can't be for sure. But like,
What's your theory?
my theory is that they wanted to be environment friendly. I don't know why. Capri Suns is a whole
Plastic in the pouches. The bottles and the pouches are made from the same material, I believe. It's all plastic.
I'm just saying the pouches were like the whole selling point of Capri Sun. So I don't necessarily know.
Was it really though?
Yeah.
Was it really the selling point? Because like you can get. Nah, you're probably right.
What was the other reason?
You're probably right.
Reason?
I'm thinking. It's probably not going to come to me till later, but I don't know.
That's fine.
All right, so this next topic is a little bit more relevant. So EU is preventing games from being delisted.
One time you're gonna hit me.
We all have games. We all spent money on games. And sometimes the servers get shut down. And the game is no longer playable.
I think.
And they cannot be re-downloaded or repurchased.
I think the issue was that they wanted to take it completely off. While it being delisted, they don't want anybody to play it or use it. And I think the EU just was like, that makes no sense, right? Because they spend so much money on games and they want to play them. And why are we taking them away?
Yeah, and that's what they're pushing for. Like, we're going to talk about Concord in a bit, but like, Concord is now delisted. Avengers is delisted. Jump Force is delisted.
What Jump Force didn't do was
the Amazing Spider-Man 2 delisted. It's worth a lot of money, and I actually traded into GameStop many years ago. It's worth money. I suggest you don't. Also, Deadpool game delisted. So the EU, so the EU wants to prevent games from being delisted. Like once you have it, you have it.
But companies won't be making money that way, so they don't want it. I mean, yeah.
Well, that's what they're pushing for. So we're gonna hopefully something new is gonna come out of that later. Because it's very rare in this podcast that a previous topic will come up later. So stay tuned for next time on that topic. All right, Hot Ones finally gives the animators their credits. They finally give credit to the animators that did the Donald Duck episode.
Still trying to figure out why. If they have.
Oh my god, I got so scared. I was like, who just joined again?
If you see my reaction at his
Sorry,
reaction,
there was
it's
no
because
audio
it's
for a
two
bit
of them.
when y'all were talking.
And so.
Oh no, you're fine. So, what was the last thing you heard me say?
Some games is delisted. You might want to keep the Deadpool game.
No, I told you to keep your Spider-Man game, but you know they're working on keeping games from being delisted.
Yeah.
All right. So, next topic. Hopefully your audio will be fine, Terrell. I'll be really upset if it doesn't, but it's okay. Our next topic, Hot Ones finally give credits to the animators for the Donald Duck episode.
My question is, why so long? Not necessarily. Oh?
No, don't know. But like I said before, it's very rare that we get updates on things that we talk about.
That is true. That is true.
So yeah, I'm just glad they got their credit, and I just don't understand why.
I wonder if they need.
Hold on, something came up. The thrusters fail. Good. Okay, I thought it was an update on because on my score ticker gets news. I thought there was an update about those people that are stuck on the International Space Station, but that's not what that
Oh,
was.
we're not getting news about that until like February.
No, not until February or sooner. Christmas.
I doubt it.
Don't know. All right. So, next topic. Wendy's is getting a collab in next week or the week after or next month, something like that. It's between next week and next month,
So like 4 weeks.
something like that. Yeah, they're getting a new collab.
Who's the collab with?
Are you guys okay? I'm glad you asked. It's with our wonderful sea sponge under the sea,
Oh,
SpongeBob.
yeah, okay.
So Wendy's is collaborating with SpongeBob for their for the SpongeBob 25th anniversary.
If somebody breaks into a Wendy's for this formula, I'm going to laugh.
Actually, CJ, the thing there's only 2 added menu options.
Mhm.
So they're obviously doing like a Wendy's burger, but it's gonna have Krabby Patty sauce.
Oh, Lord.
Don't know what that is.
Chicken sandwich situation all over again.
or the Szechuan sauce from Rick and Morty.
That's what I'm saying. Or like that
But-
sauce.
But CJ, that's not what I'm excited about, bro.
What?
What I'm excited about is a pineapple frosty.
See, you like pineapple more than me because that's
I love pineapple.
I love strawberries.
Terrell's audio stopped. It says Terrell's recording stopped again. I seriously hope that's not an issue later.
Well, this will be an interesting podcast for anybody listening. This will be interesting because no one's where they're supposed to be,
Yeah.
and everything just.
I'm where I'm supposed to be.
You're right, but like
See?
nothing went
Oh.
right.
Whoa.
Oh, I'm back. Sorry.
Are you grabbing food?
Yep.
Picking out, waiting for it.
So, Terrell, how do you feel about the Wendy's collab with SpongeBob?
You know what comes out that same week? Sparking Zero. So that might be my winning while I'm disappearing from the universe.
And then hockey season starts the next day. So, are you going to take a break from Sparking Zero to watch the Philadelphia Flyers?
I have so much high hopes for them every single year.
Stupid audio. It's
We
only
literally
because
were out.
I couldn't get his message to show up in chat first. So just, yeah.
Literally, are you in the library?
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, I was literally last season. We literally had to win all of our games. We lost the last game of the season for us not making the playoffs. Literally needed to win out.
I was going to say, you can always be a king like me and CJ.
No.
He said no. All right. Let's talk about the next thing. So Concord got shut down. It was only live for 2 weeks.
Which is concerning.
Was it because it was over, not a lot of people were playing it, or it was?
Yeah, the game had 3,000 players.
Didn't Carson get it?
No.
I think the
Oh, I thought he did.
I think
No, dude, it's like Overwatch. I don't play games like that.
Well, see,
CJ doesn't play games like that.
I'll take that.
I don't
I
either.
do. I play certain. But yeah, it just wasn't. It wasn't advertised right.
No. So Terrell brought this up like a couple days ago. Wizard 101 is coming to consoles.
That'll be interesting.
I remember back in college, there was a couple of our friends I was playing at in the library, not in their dorm room, like with 3 of them playing on 3 computers. I found it funny, but it might be pretty fun to play
I
on
used
console.
to play it.
When I was in middle school, I used to make fun of people who played that game and said, that's not a real game. And look at me years later playing Final Fantasy.
No, I will say I used to play it as a kid. I totally forgot about the game. I'll try it on console. I'll give it a chance.
Wow, so if you pick it up, would you do a review?
On a child's game, sure.
All right. Well, let's talk about Sabrina Carpenter real quick. She what? Dude, she makes good music.
Oh, that's not the issue.
Dude.
It's about her performance.
Oh. No, we're not going to talk about that. I don't know anything about that. That's why I'm not going to talk about that. But Sabrina Carpenter, she was number one. I don't. Like I said, we do the podcast every other week. I don't know if it was last week or wrote this down this week, but she was number one at some point. And I think her music is really good. A couple of her songs are added onto my playlist, and I'm just glad that she has a platform. She's really talented.
She's getting that,
and I hope she keeps it up.
Are you trying to cancel yourself?
No, I actually like her music. If I wanted to cancel myself, I would say something else, but it ain't about her. Like, she's actually good.
I think it's weird. I think she's talented. I just think she fell into a Disney trap. I'll put it that way.
I wouldn't say that.
Well, because she's also from Disney. She played in the spinoff of Boy Meets World.
Yeah, it was good. It was really good. But but just talking about her music career, she's doing great.
They always.
My friend brought up that she's gonna get her own line of she might get her own line of shampoo. That's kind of weird, but
I wish
everyone says she has great hair, so I guess something's working.
I wish I had that hairstyle because that's not gonna work on my hair.
Terrell, imagine CJ with a blonde wig.
Hey, imagine I was with blonde wigs.
Oh man. So, let's talk about Sony real quick. Despite their decision of releasing a $700 console, they said they don't have enough original IP. That is bonkers.
No, I think that's true.
You got Astrobot. You got SOCOM.
We'll say you have Ratchet and Clank.
You got Twisted Metal. Little Big Planet. You got Infamous. You got God of War. You got Uncharted. Dude, there's tons of original IPs that they could just reuse, dude.
But what I'm saying, though, is they don't have IP.
Just reuse an older IP.
They don't have IPs in which, like, Halo. Like, if they dropped a new Halo would get tons of money right out the bag. If Forza dropped an IP...
There's not a one-to-one competitor for each. We don't have, like, a Halo equivalent.
I mean, we have a Forza comparison, but, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, if Forza dropped today, which hopefully they drop this month, they do. I'm picking it up. But if they were to, like, if Forza was a drop, they make so much money in like a week. And I think if you drop an Uncharted or something, you're not making that money. Not the money Xbox gonna make.
Don't know. All right. This week. No, last week. Last week we got the trailer to the Minecraft movie.
I'm not impressed. I will not see that movie. That movie's for kids. I don't see the story.
Minecraft, the game is for kids. So
it looks like Spy Kids 3. It looks like a literal piece of dog doo-doo. It does not look appealing. It doesn't look funny.
I don't think it's supposed to.
It's just not for me. It's not meant for our demographic.
I think it's meant for children. I think it's literally meant for children playing Minecraft or like Minecraft streamers. I don't think it's like for people outside of that.
Spy Kids 3 game over.
Don't know. All right. At the time of this recording, because we're gonna talk about Sparking Zero since we've been keeping track. At the time of this recording, actually, how about I just talk about the thing from last week. Last week we got another trailer for Sparking Zero, and there are 25 characters left to unveil.
Which is crazy because it releases in less than a month. There aren't enough days.
I'm gonna share my screen real quick.
That's a cool background, dude.
Oh, thank you. I'll send it to you later.
Mhm.
But there are 25 spots remaining. Terrell already said some of these gotta be GT. Like, some of these has to be Dragon Ball GT. Because we're also missing one, like, right here next to Piccolo. I think that's going to be Orange Piccolo. But that's from the Dragon Ball Superhero movie.
Oh,
Or Dragon Ball movies like the Mighty Tree with Turtles, Slug.
Then there's got to be, like, you know, Baby Vegeta, and then Vegeta Super Saiyan 4, Goku Super Saiyan 4. Sorry, Gogeta Super Saiyan 4.
Kid Goku. Pan.
Don't know. Well, there are 25 characters remaining, and we're getting another reveal tomorrow.
I got my notifications on.
I got my notifications on. Terrell, CJ slowly being convinced on Sparking Zero, just slowly.
I don't know about slowly. I mean, I'm being convinced.
Did you see the video I sent you yesterday, CJ?
Yep.
In the group chat?
Yep.
You saw the characters switching?
Yeah, but that's just, it's not. Like when I get on when I get on Fighters, apparently one day this week, it's not that same switch. I think that's what I'm looking for, and it's just not that.
Oh, but if you want to see my wallpaper, it's that. I think it looks cool. But yeah, like I'm so excited for this game. I was telling one of my friends that we waited 17 years for this game. Have they been working on it for 17 years? No. But it's been 17 years since we had the last one.
Which, I mean, hopefully they were working on it, but you never know.
All right. Some quick news. Very, very quick news. Teen Titans Go got renewed for another season. That's some bonkers.
Cartoon Network. Can y'all do me a favor and tell me who's watching this?
Who's watching this?
Analytics of it or something?
There are so much better shows on Cartoon Network besides Teen Titans Go.
I just want to see it.
I've said it once and I'll say it again. Watch Craig of the Creek. That's actually good.
Why can't a lot of shows?
They milk Teen Titans Go.
They've been milking Teen Titans Go for as long as ever.
That's like Nickelodeon SpongeBob. On the band, it's not good.
I mean, SpongeBob is not good anymore.
Well,
OG
see,
seasons were
some
amazing.
people do still like the SpongeBob, so I mean, that I can understand. Teen Titans Go, I cannot, because I couldn't get past season 1.
Don't know. But there's gonna be another handheld in the market, and you won't believe the company who's making it.
Hey, so don't tell me it's Nintendo. Who?
Acer.
Why? They make bad computers.
My first computer was an Acer.
Say that out loud. They're
Very, very, very first computer I've ever had was an Acer.
they're not good computers.
Same here. I had a small burgundy brown looking one.
What are you talking about?
Mm-hmm.
The Acer's, the computer.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
No, I had a
of.
black one.
I had a brown one.
Yeah, I had a black one, but they're making a gaming handheld.
Don't know why.
Don't know why either, but you know,
Their computers were not.
everyone wants a piece. Everyone wants a piece of the pie of the mobile gaming industry. You know,
Well, buy out.
because you got the ROG Ally, you got the Steam Deck, you got the Nintendo Switch,
PS5 remote. You can play
PlayStation
that.
Portable. Sorry, PlayStation Portal. I mean,
You can only play that with PlayStation on. And you have to be at home for technically.
You have to be on the same.
no, they fixed it.
Oh,
You can play from anywhere around the world so long your PlayStation's in rest mode.
Well, that's
I should buy it. Then.
yeah.
I think it's a waste.
That's not.
I'm not gonna say what I want to say,
Get it with
but
Vita.
you know, that's a problem
Get a
for another
Switch.
day.
We got options out here.
I can't talk about that. Well, okay, we got 2 more subjects before we get to our main topic.
Mhm.
This got revealed yesterday at the time of this recording, being September 11th.
Oh,
Sorry, no, this was today. This was today, actually. I'm sorry.
we totally forgot.
Ice Age 6 is in the works.
No. Oh,
I thought they died at the end.
okay.
I thought they died at the end of Ice Age 5.
Yeah, I thought they were dead. Did I miss a
But
plot hole in the story?
I don't know if I missed something or I'm misremembering, but I'm pretty sure they died.
I'm gonna go
But
watch 5.
But Ice Age 6 is in the works. What are your thoughts on that, Terrell? I think they should have stopped at 3.
I was thinking
Back,
2,
bro.
but that's just
Oh, you agree? They should have stopped at 3. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So one last topic before our main topic: PS5 controllers are going up in price by $5. So instead of it being instead of the controller being $70, it's gonna be $75. If you want a fancy one like this one, being the Spider-Man one, it's gonna be $80.
and if you want to scuff, it's 155.
I think
About
it's
5.
ridiculous, but
Well,
they gotta recoup somehow since no one's playing Concord.
I hope that's not. If that's the case,
Oh, that's probably not the case.
please lower your prices. Because if I gotta pay $100 for a controller, I'm just going to PC.
No, I'm just worried about the PS6, bro. Like, what if what if games cost $100 a pop?
Listen, that's when I stop.
I'd be mad if a game costs $100 a pop.
That's when I stop.
Don't get me wrong. I paid $110 for Sparking Zero because I'm just really excited for that game. But if a special edition of a game costs $110, now imagine the next generation being like $200 for a special edition of the game that doesn't get you much.
Is this. And if I have kids in my future, if the games get $300 a pop, they just won't have any.
That's why you hold on to your older systems.
But that's what I'm saying. If it gets to $300 a pop, they just won't be getting any.
They just won't be getting any. All right, boys. Our final topic before open discussion. The Apple event was this week. How do you guys feel?
I feel better. Right, because they finally, when I wait. But I feel better than I did going into it.
Terrell, what are your thoughts?
I already pre-ordered my Apple Watch and looking to get my AirPods.
Okay. All right, so let's get right into it. So the first thing they talked about was Apple Watch 10. So it's all new, thinner design, a larger display, polished aluminum. You have a brighter display on every angle. Yeah, they come in rose gold and black, and they say the thinnest iPhone ever. You can even listen to music using the Apple Watch speaker, and it can be used in 50-meter depth. And from 0 to 80% will take 30 minutes to charge.
Can I just say this while we're at this topic? If you're going swimming with an Apple Watch and you're going 50 meters in depth, you need to be an Olympian. Because no one else is doing it.
From experience, Terrell, do you want to talk about your experience with Florida?
My phone?
Yeah.
So we went to the beach, right? We were being dumb. We had our slippers on. Water. So our slippers went in the water. I went to go get it, and my phone was still up in the air, waving it, and water was still splashing out my phone. So that broke my phone. Didn't happen twice in the rain. Man, I had to get a new phone, technically.
Meanwhile, whenever I was in Florida, I accidentally spilled syrup in my speaker, and it still works like a charm. But my phone is broken. I mean, it's not broken, but I need a replacement ASAP.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Terrell's valuable lesson from Florida was don't have any electronics come any contact with water, despite what they say.
Because because I think we need to have a conversation with them about waterproof, water resistance.
And water resistance.
But
or just splash proof.
Because they say dust proof too, but nothing's dust proof. But
yeah,
I digress.
So, and they also will come with it also comes in a titanium or aluminum. The titanium comes in silver, gray, and gold, and they have new bands. The device is carbon neutral, custom Apple chip, and it has Apple Intelligence built in. Then they talk about the Ultra 2. I put my pre-order down for the Ultra 2 in black. It has some of the same features as the Apple Watch Series 10. And I'm just super excited about it, you know? AirPods. There's gonna be 2 new sets of AirPods. There's gonna be 3 new sets technically. There's gonna be a noise cancellation standard base model AirPods for $179. For $149. And then if you want noise cancellation, it's gonna be $179. It's gonna last for 30 hours. Then the AirPod Pros can be used as hearing aids if you're having hearing issues. And they added some health features about hearing. For people like CJ who want to listen to their music all the way up, it will prevent you from doing that.
Listen, then that's faulty equipment. I should be able to listen however loud music I want to listen to it.
Yeah, but your ears are important.
I don't care about my ears. If I die, I could die tomorrow. Like, I should be able to enjoy my music at any volume I want to.
Alright. So let's talk about the iPhone 16, right? So they're going to have in-app intelligence, a camera control, Apple Silicon, fine-tuned iPhone experience, private cloud compute. Apparently, data is never stored. It continues to keep verifying. And the servers will use 100% renewable electricity. You can create your own emojis on the fly, relive memories, visual intelligence. So my favorite feature is the visual intelligence. What visual intelligence is kind of like Google Lens. Are you guys familiar with Google Lens? So, if you guys are not familiar with Google Lens is an app that is installed on if you have the widget on your iPhone for Google, or if you already have it built in on Google Pixel. So it's like that. It's like that button in the middle. I made it into a widget. It's where if you don't know what something is, you just open up that camera, and then the camera scans the object that you're looking at, and it'll tell you facts about it, whether it be a restaurant, a dog breed, or pretty much anything. A flower, a fact about a bumblebee, anything. So Apple's calling it visual intelligence, and all my notes here I say visual intelligence. LOL Google Lens. And then the iPhone will connect directly to ChatGPT, and the Apple Intelligence features drop next month. And the iPhone can also do spatial audio and spatial photos. And for emergency situations, you can send live video feeds to 911 dispatch.
Hey, just get a camera.
Yeah, but if you're on the phone with your 911 emergency, hopefully I didn't activate anyone's stuff. You can show a live feed video of what's going on. That way it helps you out further. And there's a camera control button and a force sensor. So I'll talk about that in a sec. I'll talk more about that in a sec. But there's a custom A18 chip. It can do ray tracing, and they showed games that can be played on your iPhone 16. The games being, I chose one of each that we all played. For Carson, Assassin's Creed Mirage can be played on it. For me, Resident Evil, I played Resident Evil. And CJ, you can play Sniper Elite 4 on the iPhone 16. And they showed off a new game called it's made by Apple. It's called Honor of Kings. It's like their game that they made in-house. That's only on iPhones.
It's a game. They make great. They make some
No, it's no different than you buying a PlayStation and buying a PlayStation game.
That's not true. That's not true.
All right, let me keep going. All right, so then they talk about the iPhone 16 Pro cutting edge tech. CJ, it's definitely gold.
That's
It's called Desert Titanium. It's definitely gold.
that's not. It's currently gold, but the rumor models look like rust.
It has a 6.3. The regular model has a 6.3-inch display. It has ProMotion features, always on display, ceramic shield grade 5 titanium, scratch resistant. It comes in black, white, natural, and desert. And there won't be no more thermal issues, and some exclusive features. And they improved the MagSafe on it, and it has USB 3, which is fantastic for data transfers and speeds. But the thing I wanted to talk about was, if you don't know, I made a TikTok account. But that's neither here nor there. I made a video because I have a iPhone 16 Pro case in hand already. So, CJ, why'd you make it sound like that? I got it from Amazon.
I just want to make sure we cover our bases. I just want to make sure we cover our bases. He got it legally from Amazon.
All right, so you may be wondering when you, like, at first glance, right? Like, you'd be thinking, oh man, this is just a regular iPhone case, right? What sets it apart is this little button, this little cutout right here, which is the camera button. So, if you want to demonstrate with me, CJ, since Terrell doesn't have his camera on, grab your phone for me. So, hold your phone up. Then move it to the side. That way, where the power button's facing up. Then put your index finger right at the bottom, or like right at the top, and that's where the button is. So yeah, so how it works is it's press sensitive, and you can slide it, all that good stuff. Now, in hindsight, because I never done that before, it kind of feels weird. Why does it feel weird? Because it's probably because I'm holding a microphone. Nah, feels fine. I just have to take the picture like this. I have to readjust the grip to this. Because this is way too much. Like, but I don't have big hands. I mean, I could make it work, but it's not ideal. But this is way more ideal. But I bring this up because I'm upgrading from an iPhone XS. I was told by many people, and especially 3 Verizon employees, that I'm long overdue. I was told by some friends I was overdue. So it's definitely time. I remember Terrell was telling me, dude, it's time for you to upgrade. Join the rest of us in society.
I even upgraded it when it was time.
Do you regret upgrading? Because you upgraded your phone after you graduated.
No, it was a graduation gift. Why would I regret that?
Yeah, but like you could have waited like 5 more months.
Then I can wait next year for the next phone.
Yeah, I don't even know. I see your point. But like, dude, like, I'm again. I think it's really crazy how I got this really early. What happened was I was up at 3 in the morning on a Sunday. No, I was up at 3 in the morning on Saturday. And then it randomly clicked that like maybe phone cases are maybe phone cases will be available. Then I look on Amazon. I'm looking at like a bunch of options because it's not the best options right at the time. But I don't regret my choice because this came with 2 screen protectors too. But like the fact that this has the fact I got to hold this in my hand is pretty great. It also has a kickstand. It's a magnetic kickstand. But yeah. All right. So this concludes the podcast, and now we're at open discussion. So I had some stuff. I got two things to talk about, right? So one, there's something me and CJ talked about. So fast tech not lasting long. All of us could say that we've had something for a very long time and it just broke for no reason. What's the prime example? How long have you had that microphone?
The Yeti Nano, which came out, I think it was 2000.
Oh man, dude, I forgot to ask. Sorry, hold on, CJ. CJ, are you gonna upgrade? Are you gonna get anything from the Apple event? I forgot to ask you that.
But I don't know if I'm getting a phone directly from Apple.
No, don't do that.
Oh, I'm not.
I'll tell you that right now. Do not get one directly from the Apple store. But you're gonna get a watch,
I'm thinking about it.
even though it doesn't come in product red.
That's an issue.
Or are you just gonna get an SE because it will come in product red already from the start?
That's probably what I am. I like the color red. I do.
I mean, you guys Terrell, because Terrell had an SE. So what do you think about your SE, Terrell, being your first Apple Watch?
It's actually good. Sorry, a good watch to start off with. Sorry about the background noise.
No, you're fine. Talk
It was
about
good for start. It was good, but it didn't last too long. Because remember, if y'all seen my watch, I scratched it a little bit until I got a case for it. But it was a good feature. I think the only bad part about it was the charging. Like after a while, it'll go down so fast. Like, I had to constantly put on the charger, and then it doesn't even charge to the full 100%. It'll be like 80 or something percent by the time I was done with it.
Yeah, that's why I'm opting in for the Ultra this year.
I thought you had a. Oh yeah, you tried to. That's $800.
Wait, what?
You said the Ultra. You said the Ultra.
Yeah.
It was cool.
What'd you get the $10 from? I'm so confused.
I ain't saying anything about $10.
Oh, okay. I thought I misheard. But no, so I sent Terrell a video from MKBHD about the Apple Watch Ultra. He did like 3 days of workouts, and it was just constantly tracking, and it didn't even go. Like it went to like 20%, like by day 4. That's impressive. I could use that.
As long as it does that.
But yeah, CJ, but yeah, CJ, I'm really excited for you to get your Apple Watch and talk about your experience with it on the podcast. Whether if it's an SE or a Series 10,
which will be
I know for a fact you don't want an Ultra.
No, which will be interesting. Compared to this, it'll be interesting.
Yeah, so what is that on your wrist since that's not an Apple Watch?
So this is a watch that I'll put it like this. Generically, so this company had reached out to me about something, and they were like, "Hey, so and so," and this friend that I knew this company. He was like, "Hey, they're good. They sell good watches. Why don't you just pick one up?" And I picked one up. Basically, I cannot tell you the brand of this because I do not know. But yeah, not a bad watch.
Yeah, dude. Like I'm excited for you. But yeah, so let's get back to fast tech. I've had my Apple Watch break recently. I had my Samsung SSD fail on me recently. And I've had this stuff for so freaking long, dude. And I was just like so upset. I'm waiting on I'm still waiting on a replacement for my SSD. But like I hate the fact that I had something for so long that it just broke. It taught me a valuable lesson that like no matter how long you take care of something, it's just gonna break anyway. I just really hate the fact that like we pay someone money for stuff that just breaks eventually.
Well, I think this stuff I only pay maybe $50 for the Yeti Nano, which I'm not really mad about. Now if this breaks in like a week,
if it breaks within a week and watch it be out of warranty, it's like, you should have told us sooner.
Yeah, okay. That's strongest. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, it's not that, right? I paid $89 for a Blue Yeti Nano, right? I assume,
Right.
yeah, we'll say it came out. We'll say it came out like 8 or 7 years ago. It lasted me a while. I don't know what made it explode, but yeah.
Yeah, dude. I just hate the fact that like okay, like look. We were just talking about PlayStation 5 controllers being around $75 to $80. These things could stick drift at any moment and just stop working.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Don't tell people what to do with their money. So
exactly, but you know,
spend the 80, go right ahead.
Go right ahead. But yeah, so like our final like. Oh, I'm sorry, Terrell. Did you have anything to add?
No, I don't.
Come on, I mean, think about it, CJ. Sorry, think about it, Terrell. Like, you know, you had your like think back to when we were in Florida, right? Like you had your iPhone for so long, and it just decided like to stop working because of some stupid salt water in the air that you paid $100 for. Then you had to pay another $100 because it happened twice. Isn't that kind of messed up?
Yeah.
That things are not lasting as long as they used to.
No, as soon as the store doesn't last that long.
I could literally go over there and grab that Game Boy that has not been powered on or charged in like years, and it'll still turn on and be like, ba-doom. Like, it's just like this fast tech is just like not sustainable. And they're now caring about the environment and making sure things last a little bit longer. All right. So our final topic, the final open discussion topic. I saw that there was a survey done on women for men about what is the most unattractive hobbies. The number one most unattractive hobby is video games. Women prefer their men to gamble their money away or smoking or partying over playing video games.
Fall in that like middle group.
Don't tell me you gamble.
No, right?
Okay.
But like, I know people that do, right? And they lose tons of money. But
But at the same time, me playing on my PlayStation is not harming anybody. Do I play for a long time? No. I play for like a couple hours a day, like 1 or 2 hours a day, if I could squeeze it in.
Just
on weekends, I play a little bit longer because I talk with CJ.
It's really just how people cope with stuff, and I mean, if that's their thing, because it was weird. I saw an interview where the girl was asked, and she was like, "I don't mind if you just taxidermy."
Oh, dude, I saw that.
Okay.
I was like, you'd rather your man do taxidermy over playing video games? That's wild.
Yeah, I mean, but if that's what you're into, that's what you're into. I can't tell you.
If that's what you're into, yeah, exactly. I just thought that was interesting to bring up because it is super divided, right? Like some dude was saying like my PlayStation could bring me more happiness than a woman can.
But
I was like, oh god,
that is true, right? For certain games and for certain things, it's true. Because if I look at the hours I put in the GTA, if I look at the hours I put in this,
or Rainbow,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I enjoyed those hours. Now looking back on them, was it obsessive? Yeah, but like it brought me peace. I was coping with stuff.
Exactly. Like, how would you feel if your girlfriend, CJ, future girlfriend or whatever, would be like, it's either me or your PlayStation?
PlayStation, good. But that's only, and I have to explain this. I'm good. I love social isolation.
I like social isolation.
I love social isolation. You won't find me out partying or something like that. It's just not what I do.
No.
But being isolated, I love it.
Yeah, but see, guys, CJ says this, but he's willing to go on a boys trip with us next summer.
As long as they don't do.
He's more than willing.
That's the stipulation. I don't want to be in the woods anywhere. I want to be near civilization.
I promise you, see, we talked about this before. CJ, I promise you we'd be 5 minutes away from civilization.
That's fine. Will you see me go to civilization? Probably not. But like the option to go to civilization is always good.
But I mean, Terrell has a girlfriend and she doesn't mind that he plays video games, so I guess it depends.
I always win that battle. It depends on what TV I play it on.
Well,
see, it's always it just depends.
Yeah, it just depends.
But yeah, so I want to say this concludes the podcast. It's getting late. I'm tired now. I had a really, really long day. But yeah, our podcast is available everywhere you can listen to podcasts. If you're watching this on YouTube, just like, comment, and subscribe. Is there anything you guys want to say before we head out?
Don't let a bad week ruin your week. That makes 0 sense. Sorry. Don't let something bad happen and ruin your week.
You're right. You're right. All right, CJ, what about you, bro?
This will probably.
I just want to say, have a great day, night, evening, morning. Enjoy the cool weather because it's been really cool over here. It's not 100 degrees no more. But yeah, that concludes the podcast. See ya.